I am recording and we're off. So as you guys know, I'm Coach John. Thank you guys for logging in and hanging out with me as we go over today's nutrition call. The theme for today is kind of building off last week. Last week it was kind of all about, I think it was healthy habits, I want to say. But today is all about kids. So like themed meals and how to like structure healthy lifestyle and healthy meals during this time. If you have any,
they're gone.
Well, in case they come back, but this is more directed towards
I hope not.
Younger kiddos. So, Tiffany, do you have any children? I can't remember.
I don't.
Yeah. And Christina, any kiddos or no?
But my mom's a preschool teacher, so maybe she could share some stuff for the parents of her kids.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and everyone in my
Yeah, you cut out there. Everyone in my, and then.
Oh, school teachers. Lots and lots of school teachers in my family. So.
Got it. All right. Well, hopefully this will help them. So as you guys know, if you were here from last week, we're going to try to make it short, maybe 10 or 15 minutes of content. We'll do some Q&A, hopefully have some engaging dialogue, and then we'll call it a day and send you on your way. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. So as you know, it's all about the kids. So these are just some kind of fun ideas for like themed meals or themed days that you can have. So basically the main bullet point is just like make it fun. Kids like to have fun, right? So themed days, like if the kids are at home, you can get things such as like water balloons, sunglasses, chairs outside, beach towels. You can play music in the background and kind of have them help create kind of like crafts. So like fruit popsicles could be a really healthy idea, fun thing to do with the kids. Or if you have like the everyday fit, you can make everyday fit like popsicles and ice cubes and stuff like that. That way it's still like putting something in your body that's beneficial other than just kind of flavoring. You can also do like sand art and castles or end the day with a game like Go Fish or watch a movie like a Finding Nemo or anything, whatever their favorite is. But it's just thinking of themes and then kind of structuring meals like around that. So some themed dinners going off of those examples could be like a beach dinner. So bring your beach towels, have some fruit juice. You could maybe barbecue or picnic in the backyard and just kind of mimic those real settings that we would normally be able to enjoy if we weren't all at home. So if you guys have like a barbecue, you could do a cookout, you could grill outside, or you could totally just do like a costume dinner or a costume meal, have them dress up. I know kids always have like favorite superheroes or princesses or whatever they're into, and go from there. So those are just some ideas. Like, have you guys tried anything like that, or do you know anyone who does stuff like that for their kids?
Tonight.
Okay, what's your theme?
I think it's a beach theme.
Okay, awesome.
What do you have in? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What was that, John?
I said, what do you have in mind? So you're gonna do a beach theme?
Oh, I'm going to one. Dave Ross, okay. Dave and Cheryl Roberts.
Okay, awesome. Cool. And what were you gonna say, Christina?
Barbecue. What?
So they're having a barbecue?
A barbecue tonight, yeah.
Cool, awesome.
Well, actually, because I think my mom she actually made Play-Doh for her kids the other day. And and then when she was playing with the colors, my dad and I, because he's a retired chef now, and he had the idea to try to make our own fruit popsicles. So we were trying to think of what flavors we would want, and then we were playing with the idea of trying to do like our favorite is the coconut bars. So we were trying to think of maybe getting some shredded coconut and coconut milk, and then maybe some pineapple juice to make it like a pina colada popsicle.
Sure, awesome. You should send that recipe to Russell. They could take it.
I like the pina colada part.
Cool, awesome. Well, you guys are definitely
no alcohol.
and thinking in the right ways. So, all right. So moving on. So this might maybe pertain more to the general public. So like family dinners, just not so much about kids, but like just plan your meals together, which I think most people would do if they have a family. And if you have the kids, ask them, which vegetables they want to include, what meals they want to eat, like give them options. So maybe 3 options for vegetables, fruits, and have them decide, because they're more likely to eat it if they get to choose what they're having. You make something really like from scratch. So pasta was the first thing that came. I'm sure you can make a healthy version of pasta, but anything where you have to make it from scratch, get all the family in, the kids involved, and have them help out. Even like something as simple as like boxed mac and cheese, just helping them cook, teaching them to cook, and getting them involved is kind of fun way to bring the family together, especially during this time. And speaking of get the kids involved, the adults can make the entrees. Like older kids can make a salad. Younger children can set the table. You can just divert the tasks, something like that. Make sure you're always including protein, carbs, vegetables at each meal. And try to have creative ways to help the kids eat some more vegetables and have that well-balanced meal. So have you guys figured out what works best for you guys to eat vegetables, or if you have kids that are willing to eat vegetables at that age?
My kids ate vegetables, but they didn't have a choice.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
that was pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So a good idea for hidden vegetables that we got here. So spaghetti, if you're making that for the family, you could always add in like zucchini noodles instead of like regular pasta. Have you guys tried doing that on your own?
Yes.
I've used spaghetti squash, but never zucchini.
And actually, I make my own spaghetti sauce. So what I've been doing is taking thin sliced zucchini, instead of making it into like a pasta per se, I just thin slice it, and then I just top it with a cheese, and it's like lasagna.
That sounds really good. We'll have to get Tiffany's special recipe.
It is a secret, so I don't know.
All right, I'll circle back to it. Other ideas, smoothies. So spinach, anything kind of blended, it kind of masks the flavor in there. Pureed cauliflower into mac and cheese, pureed peppers, squash, or carrots into spaghetti sauce. You can also add these things into a casserole. And of course, if you don't have any fresh vegetables, no problem. Like you could do canned or frozen, whatever. But especially during this mealtime, one good thing to help everyone involved is kind of to reduce distractions. So if you can, turn off the TV, put the phone aside, and just trying to ask questions to build a better connection as you guys are kind of cooking and coming together. So what was their favorite part of the day? Or you could have a jar filled with questions, like write them out beforehand. If you could be any superhero, what would it be and why? Just things to kind of, engage them as you guys are cooking or eating together. And another little side note is I wish we could jar to do after the stay-at-home order is over. So that kind of gives them something to look forward to and to anticipate. And I think everyone could put something into the jar. You don't have to be a child to think that way, So moving along, some ideas for some snacks. And again, this could be children or adults or anyone. So keeping snacks ready and available for you and your kids. So Greek yogurt is a good one. Veggie dip with vegetables. So sometimes they even sell them in packages where you can get carrots, broccoli, and tomatoes, and it comes with like maybe ranch or hummus or something like that. Hard-boiled eggs is always a solid one. You can batch cook hard-boiled eggs. You can do apples and peanut butter, which is my guilty pleasure. I love apples and peanut butter. I probably eat one apple every day for months on end. I don't know how long it's been. Trail mix is always great. just make sure you're trying to find like the healthier version and it's not loaded with too much chocolate or too much of the dried fruit, because sometimes that can be added sugars. Also whole wheat or whole grain crackers with cheese sticks. I know sometimes they come in little packages too. You can like even dip them, but if you're able to, you know, even kind of cut some bread, or going back to making things together, if you guys bake a healthy bread together, you can, you know, have that with some cheese. And we got a little bullet point here. So we got a suggestion from a client on a call last week that used to use snack bins. So 3 to 4, I guess, different snack bins with a different snack in each one. One has fruit, one has veggie sticks, one has crackers, and then, you know, it can have whatever you want to put in there. So that way, when they go to reach for something, you know, it's always healthy. So again, that can apply to children, adults, anyone of any age, to kind of have those healthy snack bins. So those are some ideas that I have. Any ideas as far as snacks, or have you tried to do anything like this? Or what do you guys do for snacks right now?
I use Greek yogurt with maybe some almonds or strawberries or blueberries in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I add to that with the yogurt is yogurt fruit, some of those unsalted mixed nuts that has like the cashews and the almonds in it and stuff. And then I use, it's a monk fruit based, and it's a very small amount because it's pretty sweet, but it's like a caramel syrup. And when you mix all those together, it actually tastes pretty good. It's like a dessert.
Yeah. Christina?
Well, yesterday actually, I think I did have the hard-boiled eggs, and then I usually, so that I don't have too much of one thing, I had some like deli slices, like what is it, like oven roasted turkey or something, and then just like with a bit of cheese.
Nice. Cool. So if you guys have any recipes that you'd want to share, eventually this video will be on YouTube. Feel free to add it like in the comments if you want to. No pressure, but since we're kind of talking about it now, any ideas or recipes you want to share, feel free to type it in later, just so whoever's listening next, they'll have a good reference. So, all right. So moving on to water. Kids need to drink at least 6 8-ounce glasses of water each day. So if you think about it, that's about 48 ounces, which seems about right for like an average child. If we're doing the fit body math and doing half of your body weight in ounces a day. So make the cue to drink water obvious. So maybe having 2 bottles in different areas of the room. You can set an alarm for every 2 hours to drink a certain amount. You can have it on a phone or a computer or a calendar. And one of the best ways to just very simply add flavor to your water is add fruit, or you can even add like cucumber, just dicing a bunch of cucumbers or oranges, or usually those 2 lemons kind of help too. Just very simple, very cheap way to make your water taste, you know, a little less like just basic water. So, and you can also have different flavors throughout the week. And sparkling water too, nowadays, depending where you get them. I know Trader Joe's has some really delicious like sparkling water or flavored sparkling water that's pretty much 0 calories, 0 everything. And of course, we always offer like our everyday fit too. Tiffany, I know you're drinking that one, and I got mine here. Let me grab it. So I like the Hawaiian pineapple. That's kind of been my like go-to lately. But going back to like the popsicle idea, like that always works as well. And moving on. So
I had a question about the flavored sparkling water. Are there any I guess any of them that have a sweetener that we should steer away from? Like, or is the Trader Joe's one like pretty good? Like that one's like fine to be drinking?
I would say TBD, because off the top of my head, I don't know what the exact sweetener is in the Trader Joe's one. I'm guessing it's probably like a stevia. So I would say depends on your own personal sweetener sensitivity. But from the last time I drank it there, I had like a blood orange one or something like that, and didn't taste sweet at all. It just tasted like the flavor. I know a lot of stevia sweeteners aren't too bad for you, but again, all depends on like your sensitivity to it. So, and what your body can handle. It's very, very mild though, I would say. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to add to that, because I had a situation where I learned about the not so good benefits of aspartame. Aspartame is one to stay away from, and there is aspartame as an ingredient in a lot of that stuff. When you see artificial listed, just look at the type of ingredients, because there's, like John mentioned, there's several out there, but aspartame is definitely one to stay away from. I have learned the hard way. I'm actually allergic to it, and have consequences that, as a result of it. But aspartame is in, stuff like Crystal Light and things like that. I would definitely stay away from that.
For sure, yeah. Those are kind of the hidden healthy sugars, like hidden, but it seems like it's healthy. Some of the Crystal Light stuff, even if it says light on it, and but yeah, as Tiffany said, just check the label, see how your body responds to it, and go from there. All right. So lastly, just a note to kind of stay active with your kids. So outside of like the healthy meals, kids should be active still at least 60 minutes a day. If you think about being at school, like they're still moving around and doing things outside the classroom. So if you're trying to tie in to your theme of the day, like if you're doing that beach barbecue or whatever it is in the backyard, you could do some beach volleyball or like badminton if you guys have one of those little nets. Water balloon toss, you could beach yoga. On the beach towels, everyone could be dressing up in swim trunks or superheroes or doing the sand castles. And you could also take walks or bike rides around the neighborhood, right? Or one of my favorites from being a kid, you could create a scavenger hunt. I used to love those. And just any sort of games or and even a dance if you feel so inclined. So, but yeah, 3 major takeaways from today that we covered in a very quick amount of time is basically just plan out your meals, include your kids as much as possible, and include some fun themes. So that's kind of what we were trying to take away there, as well as removing any tempting or trigger foods that you need to remove from your house, and maybe replace them with those healthy snack jars, as well as make a water and an activity plan. So short and sweet. That's what we got for you guys. Any questions on anything we went over, or just any comments that you'd like to share for either us or anyone else that might listen in the future?
Nothing.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I think it'd be different if we had some other like mothers here with little kids, and I'm sure they would have a lot more input and stimulating conversation. So, but again, a lot of these things can apply to anyone at any age. Tiffany, Christina, if you guys
We're all
want to dress
kids
up
at heart,
and
right?
exactly.
I mean, I have dogs.
Yeah, you can themed.
Them.
But all righty, guys, that's all I got for you. I'm going to stop the recording here. Just so